What's going on, guys? My name is Zanoviz, and today we're going to be comparing two of the best pickup trucks in Forza Horizon 4. For those of you who don't quite know what those are, well, those two trucks I'm going to be comparing are the Ford Raptor and the Ram Rebel TRX. Both these trucks look to be in the same category because, they look like they're influenced by Prem-runner bodies. Both of them have wide body fenders in the front and in the rear. Now in our comparison, we're going to be leaving the engine swaps alone, staying with the stock engine, maxing the stock engine out. Now, this is the test I'm going to be using. I'm going to have both trucks sit at the line right here. And this is my test car. This is a car I love to drive. But basically this is what's going to happen. We're gonna start off this line, we're going to go. And then whoever has the max speed at the end where the speed trap is located is going to be the winner of this comparison. Sure, there are other factors going into buying trucks or whatever. But this is Forza, this is Horizon 4. It's not intended to be real life made decisions. It's just intended for fun. But still, we're going to be comparing these two trucks and seeing which one can have a greater speed at the end of the test. Let's go over here. Let's go to Horizon Festival. Now, I already have these trucks upgraded. I already have these trucks as well, because I tried doing this video before, but something happened with the audio. It was cutting out, so I didn't want to upload it without audio because that would be boring. But this is the Raptor. First, we're gonna use the Raptor. I already have it upgraded. I'm gonna show you the upgrades. That way, there's no dishonesty or whatever going into it. First off, let's go over here. Make sure there's there's no aftermarket engine swaps. I have it stock. And this stays at all-wheel drive. Now we go over here. Everything is maxed as per my comparison test. Every single thing. Intake maxed, camshaft is maxed, valves are maxed, displacement's maxed, pistons, turbo, radiator, race cooling, and the flywheel. That's all maxed. Now I also did the same with brakes. Suspension, I actually raised it up one, that way I can tune suspension, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that for this test. This is just a standalone point-to-point test. I did not add a roll cage because it adds 240 pounds, and I'm trying to be as light as possible. Now, transmission, clutch, as you can see, everything is fully maxed in this Ford Raptor. I even did the differential, even though I'm not going to be tuning any of that. The tire, I did upgrade the tires. These I have it at 335s, and these as well as 335s. Now the Ram, because I had already upgraded this, I didn't change the rims, but because I had already upgraded these, the Ram actually cannot go lower than a 355 for tire width, which is unfortunate. And another thing I did with the Ram is I took off its spare wheels in the back, because the TRX actually comes with the spare wheels and roof rack thing, or what do they call it? I think it's called a bed runner or something like that. I have no idea what it's called, but I had removed that, and I'm going to be showing you that as well. That way, like I said, there's no dishonesty. But we're gonna go. We're getting out of the festival. We're going to the racetrack. It's over there. I have no hate to any of these companies. I know a lot of people hate Ford or whatever, because everybody's all about Chevy for some weird reason. I'm not that person. I'm a car person. I appreciate all builds. So we're gonna start here at the line. Right, you can see it, starting at the line. And then basically, well, we can do a launch. Now the way to do a launch, because I know a lot of people have confusions about how to do this. I know I did, and I finally watched a video by Tomcat Gaming, TC Gaming. I don't know his number, but it's Tomcat. I watched his video, and it took me a while to completely understand because he doesn't really break down how he does it. But basically, look, I'm gonna bring up telemetry. I'm gonna hold down my e-brake. As you can see where it says e-brake, you hold it down, and you full on hold down your throttle. See on the right above the miles per hour, throttle 700. Now you hold down clutch. You press and hold down clutch. Do not lift off your clutch. You press and hold it down, and you quickly take your finger off of the e-brake and put it back as fast as you can. This actually causes, right here, the RPMs to build up and stay. Now with this, depending on how you want your launch, my boost is at 20, but this really doesn't affect me because it's, well, for some cars it doesn't affect anything because there's no grip applied. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. But for this test, I'm just going to hover this one at 5,000, and basically we just send it. You see how there's still wheel spin? Now, let's see how fast this truck can go. 131.24 miles an hour is how fast the Ford Raptor goes in this sort of quarter-mile test. 131.24. I need to remember that. So 131. And that's the Raptor. Now let's go back to the festival. Let's grab the TRX. I would just teleport the vehicle, or as it says in game, deliver your vehicle, but we all know it's teleport. I mean, there's no possible way, unless you have like a whole bunch of other people, or mechanics or something. But I would do that, but I can't really show you how I have the truck set up from just delivering it. So we're gonna grab the TRX. You see, I have a whole bunch of these because I grabbed them off the auction house. I have I have 4 of them now. But the one that I need, if I'm not mistaken, it shouldn't be this one, right? I think it's this one. I think. I hope so. If not, then I'll just change the upgrades through here. For this truck. Okay, it might be this one. As you can see, the engine swap is at stock. I left this as well at stock. Now, over here, I didn't add this because that just looks ridiculous. Why would you have rack lights on the top and then you add a diffuser on the bottom? I feel like Forza should have made that 2 different options, but I don't know, to each their own. Oh, I didn't even. This isn't the truck then, or probably is. I don't even know. I think it is this one. I don't know, but I'm gonna be removing this. That way, less weight. The rim for tires. Tires are upgraded. There's really no difference in tread if I switch. That doesn't even make sense to me. Now you see this, the least amount is 875, but I feel like these that are on it, okay, the ones that are on it are 865s, my bad. I had said 855s were the lowest. But I'm gonna put 375s. I'm gonna put 375s in the rear as well. Wheels, I'm just gonna keep them at Ram's dedicated wheel. We go over here. I have the race clutch installed. I have race transmission installed. Race drive shaft installed. Differential is maxed out as well. Let's go to brakes. Installed. Everything is maxed, obviously, besides the roll cage and besides engine swap, because I want them to be more real, that's really hard to say, real world trucks. Obviously this is a concept truck. I don't know about real world. I can't say that at the same time. It's not more realistic, in other words, for lack of better terms. But this is a concept truck, so as realistic as I'm trying to make this to be, this is as best as I can put it, because I don't think a lot of people are going to be engine swapping a Rebel TRX or a Ford Raptor to a V12. I mean, that just doesn't make sense to me. Let me just show you all of the show you all these upgrades. They're all maxed. This one has a supercharger instead of a turbo, but I switched that, my bad. Let's go back. They're all maxed. I didn't choose that. See, flywheel. Now it's charging me 9,700, I think, to remove this. No, it's not. What is this? Did I put anything else in this? I don't remember. Oh yeah, the wheels. I upgraded the wheels just a bit. So we weigh 4,000 pounds, have 1,034 horsepower, and yeah. Now let's go over here. Let's go test this truck. See how fast I can go in that quarter mile. Sort of quarter mile. I say quarter mile. It's more like a fifth of a mile. Because I think the number is 0.20, not 0.25. So just know if I say quarter mile, I mean actually a fifth of a mile. But let's go test it out. Let's see how fast this truck can actually go. I say that and ran legitimately into a wall. I love this truck a little bit more than the Ford because it just looks, I don't know, I find that it looks a lot better. Look at the bed. I love the way the bed looks with those handles or whatever you want to call them on the top of the rails. You also have those two hooks in the back, and you should have them in the front too. Yeah, they're right there. I don't know, I just really like the Ram. The truck that I really wanted to make in production, because I used to follow some concept designs, was the Nissan Titan Warrior, which is actually, I think they have it in this game too. I mean, it looks a lot thicker or fatter in this game, but in like the concept videos or concept images that came up, this was the concept that I actually wanted Nissan to actually make into production. I just thought it looked really amazing, and I wanted to see what the because there was two tubular things in the center console. If any of you guys know what I'm talking about, in the center console of this truck, there was actually two tubular cylindrical things. I don't know what they were. I never understood what they were. I wanted to know more, but every single time I tried looking it up, there was never a detailed description of it. So anyways, let's get back into this. I kind of sidetracked myself. Maybe I'll test the winner of this with the Rebel. I don't know, maybe. The reason I chose, okay, I'm gonna tell you right now before I even do this. The reason I chose the TRX and the Ford Raptor instead of the 2500 Ram is because I'm not gonna test a turbo diesel over a stock gas truck. I mean, if they involved a 2500 Power Stroke into this game by Ford, then I would. Now, without further ado, let's actually do this. I'm just prolonging this because I don't know. Let's get into it. Now, we're gonna see if this thing can actually do the boosted launch as I did with the Ford. So let's do e-brake all the way, throttle all the way, hold your clutch, tap, okay, so it does work, and tap on the e-brake. So I'm hovering about 5,000 RPM. What's the max? Yeah, 5,000 RPM estimate, and then we just launch. A little bit of wheel spin, not that much, especially in the rain. I think that's pretty good. It's a pretty good amount of wheel spin. 140.07. So this truck beats the Ford Raptor in terms of speed. I'm gonna be doing other tests, sure, like within the week, hopefully. But in terms of speed, if you want a faster truck, the Ram TRX is the way to go. It didn't go that faster. It went about 9 miles an hour faster than the Ford. But if you're gonna be using trucks for like drag racing, I know a lot of people do. I sometimes do as well. But if you're gonna be using them for drag racing, you can use the TRX over the Ford Raptor in terms of speed. I feel like this thing has a better acceleration too. Like off the line, start up. Let me do boost launch. Oh, that's high. Yeah, it does. It has a better launch. I think its first gear is a lot longer than the Ford's. I mean, the Ford has a 10-speed gearbox, and I think that's ridiculous. In terms of like fuel economy, I guess that's fine, but either way, that's a lot. Yeah, you see, second gear gets you to like 70 miles an hour. That's pretty good. Anyways, guys, like I said, if you guys are debating, or like if you guys barely got the game, you're starting the game, or you want, and you have Fortune Island, the only way you can get this truck is through Fortune Island. But if you're barely starting the game and you bought Fortune Island as well, and you don't want to waste a lot of money on upgrading both trucks, because it's about 200 grand if you want to buy both trucks and upgrade them, but it's about 200 grand, and if you don't want to waste the money, I suggest just upgrading this Ram Rebel, and I'm pretty sure you guys will be very pleased with it. I am very pleased with it. I have like, what, 4 of them, as you guys saw. Anyways, guys, that wraps it off for this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to like the video and comment down below if you enjoyed. Also, feel free to check out my Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter links in the description. But that's going to be it, guys. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Also, hold up. Also, stay safe during spring break. I know a lot of people go to like the islands, or go to the beach, go to concerts, go everywhere. Just stay safe, and remember, you can always say no, right? Don't feel induced into peer pressure. I hated people that did that. I used to have friends that used to do that. They would try and pressure me into doing things I didn't want to, like drugs, alcohol, smoking. I hate all of those things. I'm not one of those people. Okay? So just remember, you guys can always say no, and it's for the better. Don't feel like you have to do it just because your friends are doing it. You can always say no, and there's always going to be other people that want to be your friend, that are going to be there for you, and they're not going to be making you do stuff like that. So just remember, guys, you say no, stay safe during spring break. I mean it. It's a hard time of the year for like a lot of people. A lot of stress, a lot of peer pressure, like I said. Just stay safe, guys. Anyways, like I said, hope you have an awesome day, and I'll catch you in the next one.